We have the preliminaries out of the way, so it's time to start working in After Effects. That means we need to start a new project. Now, if you've worked with other software, starting a new project usually is the first order of business after you start up the software. But that's not the case for After Effects. It just works a little bit differently than you might expect. So let's start up After Effects. I'm going to double-click the icon here. And that brings up this welcome screen with the tip of the day and recent projects and a few things here: open project, help and support, browse and bridge, and new composition. But the thing is, there isn't anything here that says new project. A little bit out of the ordinary, but I kind of like the way this works. We can choose to view this welcome screen or not. I think it's a good idea for the time being to view it. If we uncheck this, then it won't show up the next time we start After Effects, but I'll keep it checked because that's the default behavior. Now, I like the idea of this tip of the day. Every time it starts up, you can see a tip of the day. It always rotates to the next one, but you can scroll through here if you like, or you can jump all the way back to 287 like that. Nevertheless, that's kind of the thing that you can do. You can also find these guys online, all sequentially gathered together. Nevertheless, there is no new project option here. You can simply close this welcome screen by clicking down here, or click on this new composition button to get started. I'm going to close the welcome screen, because all I want to do now is make sure that we have a project that we've saved. Projects are containers. They hold your compositions. And so it is a good idea to create a project pretty early on in the process to make sure that you've got something saved so you don't lose your work as you move forward. So now we've got this empty slate, no compositions, no assets, but I do want to save this project. And the way you do that is by going File, Save, or Save As, depending on what's available. And since it's untitled here, it'll probably be File, Save As. Nevertheless, let's click on that, and then off to the right, you've got another option, Save As again. This does seem to be redundant. It kind of throws you off. You expect to go Save As and immediately go to some kind of dialog box, but here it says Save As, and then you get another option to Save As, or a copy, or XML, or as a previous version, so it can be compatible with a previous version like CS 5.5. But we'll just say Save As. Now I want to give it a name, so I'm going to go to the exercise files, the My After Effects exercise files folder, the one where I'm going to just put stuff as I work inside After Effects and work in this course. I'll name it something like a new project, just for our exercise here, like so. And notice it's an AEP file. If it were AEPX, that would be an XML file, which is readable as a text file. But here, this is an After Effects project file. I click Save. And now we have a project that has a name, such that if we do any kind of work here, like let's say just adding a new composition like that, then if I go back, I just click Save or Control Command S, then we can save it automatically to the properly named project. And notice that as we work on the project, a little asterisk appears here indicating that this has not been saved. This is a project that you've done stuff to, but you haven't saved it since you did that stuff. So that is how you make a new project. As a reminder, when you get this welcome screen here, you don't have to start a new composition here. You can simply close this if you want to, and then start your work, then make a composition as you go forward. And lots of times, people make compositions by using the assets that they import. So they import the assets first, and then they take an asset and turn that into a composition simply by dragging it down to this icon here. So the process of making a composition, which can be a little complicated looking with this little window, you might want to just skip that and go get your assets first and then make a composition that way. So that's how you make a new project so you can get started working inside After Effects.